Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Now it's Torres. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Referee has just said play on. Cherki.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Yilmaz. Cherki. Ibanez. And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's not got that quite right. Van Basten. Taken back almost at once. Best. Ødegaard. Oh, this is a very good run. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Oh, strongly challenged there. Best. Pass is coming off in quick succession. It's Van Basten! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Tries to pass it through. Chance for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, this looks sharp. Still goalless. Menu. And it's Subimendi. Now it's Villa. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lille with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. A header! Nearly, but not quite.
Van Basten is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Menu.
Nahon really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack.
And the shot! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Nahon Ratchasima have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And a cross. Menu.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Best, very much a man of this moment. So, what can they make of this? Dorgu. Cash. throw-in. Turns back here, probably the best option. Yilmaz. Now Subimendi. Has a look and plays it forward. Cherki. Tries one from range. And that is well cleared. It's gone out for a throw-in. Subimendi. Passing is crisp and sharp. This looks promising. Elects to cross. He leaps for it. Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Nahon Ratchasima are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And this is Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a very decent chance! It's hit the upright. And he's there to get it away. Another throw-in. And it's Subimendi. He's found a way through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nicely weighted ball. Cherki was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ødegaard, look at Sane! And he's there to belt it away. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Genuine physical edge about this game, it is quite attritional. Gets a good foot in there. Best in acres of space out wide. And he's managed to get free. And the finish! Nesta is there, and this time surely! And that is wildly off target.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
And this is Torres. Good ball, good take. Yilmaz. Menu. Now it's Sané. Now it's Van Basten. Nesta. Oh, what a mistake! Referee's given a throw. Cherki looking understandably energised after his goal. He's a sharp little ball here. The ball goes in. Oh, great leap! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Back on the way then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. And
it's Menu. Cherki. Good, strong midfield running here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Foot in. Sané. Great vision. An instinctive delivery. And he's there to clear it. He won't be happy with that one. Dorgu going forward. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Best. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Menu. And he's quick to return it. Nahon are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Sané. Almost an hour gone. And here's Torres. Oh, it's David Villa! Ødegaard. Van Basten. Nesta cuts it out. Yilmaz has created one goal already. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa. Yilmaz. He's on it, can he get away? Takes a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Cherki has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Changement pour Lille, le numéro 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 14, le numéro 7, le numéro 18.
Aktakolu is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Le numéro 8, changement.
And he was quick to react. Nicely spread. Cherki. Aït-Nouri. Aktakolu. Cash. Now it's Politano. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cherki. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Chance here to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Aït-Nouri gets a foot in here. Spence.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's destined for the flank. Half an hour gone in the second half. Distributed tidily. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Forced to go back, and he's following up! Goes long and straight. Played out to the left flank. Threads one in. Now there's a fine ball, and he shoots! And that's a tidy finish. Right back in the game. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Lille cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Oh, good ball! And a chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Villa, and the counter is on. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Burmo looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now Carlos Augusto. Cherki. And he's worked it through. Pepelu. To Aktukolu. Coman. 2 minutes to be added on. That looks a cracking ball. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Oh, good-looking ball. That's that, the end. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply, they were beaten by... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Nahon appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with two strikers, two wing-backs, and potentially two runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally, it can get the numbers back into your own.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Ødegaard. And this is Van Basten! Oh, split-second reaction.
Van Basten is offering a right smile there.
Lille with the corner. They're first. Van Basten! No, not the best of headers.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, no, I'm right in saying he started out as a fullback.
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
Dorgu. Cherki. Ødegaard. Can he spark a counter here? But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Cherki, and he's been shifted off it. Best. Cash. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Nori. And it's Sané. He's having a pop! That was superb goalkeeping!
Best clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lille have their second corner now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nahon have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Torres. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Cash. Some good work on the right flank here. Ødegaard. Some really good ball movement. And this is... Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lille have their third corner. Ødegaard goes short. He's had a shot! And that was very necessary. And it's Pepelu. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cherki knocks it into space. And Torres! It's in!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Lille really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, played through for the wide man. A header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Yilmaz.
Nahon definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Sané. Ødegaard. He's found space here. He's found the way through. And a chance! Menu. Now Subimendi. Dorgu. And it's Menu. Now Subimendi. Cherki.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Van Basten. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Lille certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Sané, out towards the flank. Sané picks it up out, and the shot! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save! So their fourth corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Pinches it off him. And it's Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Ødegaard with the short one. Nahon are looking to go forward now. Now it's Villa. Picked out brilliantly. Crosses it in here. Ah, that's a fine interception. And he's there to belt it away. That's a little off target. Torres finding himself in space.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. Yilmaz. Perez. Subimendi. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Lille come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Best. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Menu. Now it's Villa. Subimendi. And the return pass. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Ibanez. Menu. Zubimendi spots it and intercepts. Nahon appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Villa. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Well, that is one way to stop him. Almost an hour gone. Great vision. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Sade. That's going right the way across. Antonio Silva makes the interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
And he was quick to react. Zubimendi. Dorgu. Fernando Torres. Cash cuts it out. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Sané. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cherki. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Nahon clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's shifting through the gears here. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's the chance to counter. Distributed tidily. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ødegaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zubimendi. Cherki. Cherki will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's tidy. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in a good position. Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Substitution on the field. Number 37.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 3, Ibanez. Number 13, number 53, number 9, Fernando Torres. Coming on the field.
Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through.
Number 21.
Brilliantly cut out.
Again.
Number 30.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substitution.
Now it's Villa. It's a threatening ball. Space for him to turn and look. Coleman. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Shifted it to the flank. Mauro Icardi. Nouri. Passes short and sharp. And here's Coleman. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Lille really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Skamaka! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be
Looking for the run. Burmo is onto this. He's picked his way through. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Coman. Aguirre. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And this is a quick reminder to let
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Lille just couldn't get it.